The Think Institute.
What is your theory on Zeus, unicorns, and dragons? You know that this is a real question from high schoolers. What an awesome question. Okay, I'm going to give you the quick rundown on Zeus, unicorns, and dragons. All right, you ready for this? Zeus, unicorns, and dragons. In short, Zeus is probably Satan. Why? Well, Deuteronomy 32, 16 and 17 says that people sacrificed to demons. They were sacrificing to idols, but they were actually sacrificing to demons. And Paul in 1 Corinthians 10:20 says that idolatry is connected to demon worship. Now, Zeus is the equivalent of the Canaanite god Baal. Another name for Baal is Beelzebul. Jesus calls Beelzebul Satan in Matthew 12. So, if Zeus is Baal, and Baal is Beelzebul, and Beelzebul is Satan, then what does that equate to? Zeus is Satan. Now, where did Zeus come from? He may have been a deified ancestor. He may have, well, he clearly came from the Canaanite religions, but I'll just leave it at that. Zeus is probably Satan. Next, unicorns. All right, unicorns are probably actually mentioned in the Bible. They probably are. So nowadays it's translated as the wild ox, but I do believe that in the King James Version, when it said, it does say unicorn. And what is that talking about? I don't believe that that's talking about a horse with a narwhal tusk sticking out of its head, like you see in, the fairy tales or something like that. I think that probably it's talking about an animal called the elasmotherium. It could be talking about a rhinoceros, but I believe it's probably talking about an elasmotherium, which is this giant, hairy, rhino-looking beast with a horn sticking straight out of its head. And I think that's probably what the Bible is speaking about. Now, the only reason you wouldn't believe that is if you believe that the unicorn did not exist with man. But as someone who believes in the Bible and the biblical timeline, I think that man coexisted with every animal because they were only created at most one day apart. So the elasmotherium was probably what the Bible is referring to when it talked about the unicorn. And then what about dragons? I've done an episode on this before, but dragons are most likely what we would now call dinosaurs. They did cohabit with humans. When I say cohabit, I don't mean they lived in the same household, but they lived at the same time. They coexisted with humans. I do have a podcast episode about this. I think that dinosaurs are probably dragons. Dragons are probably dinosaurs.